na utimu sevem ne wosoro ene no maye ti se school ni akwada wanya school atade foforo no ana ya to school bag foforo ama no nura me dai sa na pesa ade nchintem na me mre adwuma da bia me ba adwuma me de anije baba te na de anije ni ye mo office o se ne no set na assistant me ni anji mitimi ya me da yeah, that Godfather say a new set. And see, I said, if last week you catch us, see, I the Nsroma, you such a moon. In fact, UTV media would do Nina, you such a moonty, who bones and media than ye, Nina, Ewa Winty is all about you. It's a ye amount, it's the Nsroma reloaded Nini. Tanana, behold our new set. Sister and brother, me mom watching.
Yeah, and we are not to say.
Amunye so say monye school tire na school mpaboa foforo.
Na who say my mensa?
Yeah, kokoti.
Yes, na
achialege.
Yes, I say.
Nyame adom me ho ye. Oh, adom me nti.
Na won so me bibi akọ we can na say.
Me dey me dream ho. Mo me no ho atamo no.
Oh, you won't tell if you say today ga.
I don't pay me wura anu ho. E ho na me ye say na.
Oh, we are not part na anopa na.
I was say.
No akonko mo na ba wan kasa so ti mo odu dada.
Was say. I remember it.
Ni hu ni nura na jumsi ade nchintem. Ade nchintem. E bottom na mani ati, e botu na mani ati, e bot three si yey ade nya achi.
Yaba.
Enti yaba no so de ni abaka den krantie. We have come. Ye ba ne de ni chie ni a okeka ba besom mo. Ye de kase bona di ka ma mo awie enti ene nkrata hodo abadwa so no. This week so trust me, ye secret bi atwani ti a afa de enya abodi tintontan e ba se hwasem enti ene no e ba se no obedi ahim na wabu mfumpa Airbus everywhere. It's a daily guide or say Mahama Embra letters pop up in $55 million deal. The new publisher messing up Nanado's government. Asante Mampo MPP angry over coup plot, and then coming soon. Was there a discreet probe into the Unipass deal? What did the report say? Is a question that the new publisher is asking. Ejisoman SHS sacked 7 students from boarding house over video. And Nadia ye made ye nim say a bad parenting. And I say ye ni bien traso a civilization afe di akwa another level. And I say a school no peer pressure na yi wo musa. Uhwe video ni bia wo pani ukra wanu ntumi nka. Ade apani ukra wo kan beto sebi empreduasa enkoda ne kan wo aboni se dwen no afo ho odi gu ne amani mu ase ya ma teacher for kro hwe won so ya na teacher for no kra ni ewu won se afem ne wanu mu ato wa wo ban teacher for no kra ye wo mu ya se ye rade me bra yi school yo me sister yi school yi ade na moje da bia na no mu kweme ka kire mu me se ade yi eda ho otwen e be kakra ye de brew o se menye e be funo enso na de nkwada na ye no esemoni ye bebo videos ni bia chemo ni akwa akodi ho nkomo senti mu nko suku nkodi nwoma mra ye no de omukodi ye ni ana. Daily Dispatch says that British judgment on Airbus bribery scandal, and then internet shutdown not an option for Ghana Judge Anda. The Herald, Senke Frimpong Boateng exposes more Galamsey lots, rounds to CID with bank accounts holding excavators booty but keeps mute on his son. Fugitive caught in NPP parliamentary primaries wanted in Sierra Leone for fraud. AG's witness procured Cocoa Board official to tell Iyoko he drank poison. The Ghanaian publisher, GRA set to pilot Unipass at Takrade Depot. Unipass in so agent humine and still GRA so okay. Minister refutes internet shutdown claim. $3 billion Eurobond will reflect in people's pockets, Finance Minister on the front page of the Ghanaian publisher. The Independent, NPP primaries, Napo makes 4th term bid for Menchia South. Deal ruthlessly with troublemakers in December polls. VIP charges, please. Kaneshi stretch converted into loading point. Drivers admit wrongdoing but point fingers. And yet Kaneshi stretching in kwa. Kaneshi stretching a dear. Edutram, a what dear, and Kanyami lemwa. Nancy me kwa me king of braid ho ya at this beauty ho. Na me we no Google map no yirame. And what to make train yesem nkofa ho. Me nu me ho. Traffic itimu si wo kwan ne so kakra ba bi abronsan na yesi ebedwi aguo no. Wo mo station ho kakra no. traffic bi timu sia obedu na hwe see eye drivers na so obeto ne bu agina yie na obi a wo ba besen no da wedura no ahye we ha wedura no ahye ha enu so ya manwefo na me agina saa na fi se bibia e be fra manwefo e be fra ban enu saa aya ne se ye circle Dubai ama traffic na sesa enu eboni ani mo ba bi o mo ton peshisi wo free me old place tashi ho no ba na se wo free ring road central na se oba achimota mile 7 kwan ni so no ehwo so airtime trotro drivers aden ena posifo ni gina ho a ase wo hu ye em se jama wo maka wo mabre tie ne mo nya mo ho de mo be ye mo ho ya badu ntuma se wo be ye ho enti se de wo be ye wo mo ho wo be na wo ya hye wo yanim traffic bitimu si ho a wo be titimu a wo bedu wo timi gina ho over 30 minutes wo be titimu a wo bedu anim ho no na hwe si ye de asia ne se trotro drivers no obi epekwan agina fadipa no obi se TV licenses na mu yusu ana madam we bisa bibi o say hey TV licenses ekita wo no TV licenses na mu yusu ana enu enim ha ya wo pa ya kola pass inside wa abeka junction ya na meka sesi enu ya ka mesia ka biem posi for madaro ma mo ya mo begina abeka junction ya nim ha ya no ada na ya mo twi mani no mo abre wo mo bra enye ye o se bi ya enam kwan so nye nyina na ahoma no ye pepepe kra entima mo mre na ye nipa bi se ya anti ebi ahoma short ebi so di ahoma na f no nim aka sisi meboa enti anya adwuma majwa ahomachi 5 am 5:20 me say one baby ayeye 10 ni akono u 10 ya trotro no o 10 ya no agina ho no agina na metinasi no agina kwan ni fifi no ofren krofo ya ye kwofro ne so ye ka ho bi ye be fro ne sa me say bua metimi gina din na me hwe na metino wo se abe ayi afa ho no so ono a wagina wanim ene wasa ato ne bu agina kwan ni fifi a ofren krofo ye so ko ye ko
onyo
mutimi gina ho din mi se ahoma idi ampanye nipa nyina de ne ba adwuma enti mo ya mu gina ho no posifo ye se mwadaroma eye fo niam bi se ya nti na mu gina se mo brade a ene wo bi ne ne brofo chaos chaos no chaos be si wo kwan ni so enti adwa many person na make no chaos be si wo kwan ni so yes remo yenso a ye fru trotro no mo me penalty e kakra na pomudin so kro mo kire yen sei se se ani ha o se brenti o ye penalty ni te no kra ka wo ne ya de bebrebe yo wo gina ka na wo pese ba bia wo gina na ehwa wo gina ya wo ye ni sei na wo pese kwa na wo fru ka enti afa ebe wi ase no no wa block e binom no obi dia be born to afa o de born to wi a no no mama yi ne nsa afa no odi atem. Hey, driver say, to surprise me. The finder, don't spare troublemakers, deal ruthlessly with them, says the vice president. The informer, Kufuado stolen excavators brought her, Kufuado sacks from Pomboa saying for soiling the image of government. I thought that letter was fake. Because a biba, I know I'm say fake. Emma, you beside your crown, so I'm say fake. I don't know, it's a new one about. In this issue, Fire Service cries for support. Daily Searchlight, IGP thanks government for resourcing Ghana Police Service. Fire Service force The Chronicle, Airbus scandal is a political storm. Member calls for Parliament probe, but House denies offer. President tells the AU after Secretariat ready March ending. This after is African Trade Center that we are building here in Ghana, we are establishing in Ghana. The Ghanaian Observer, Mahama involved in negotiation with plane manufacturer. April 2012, letter to Embraer reveals still on Embraer E190 SA aircraft. The new crusading guide has it. Mahama personally negotiated with plane manufacturers. Letter reveals. The Ghanaian Times, the sad story of the nurse who was gang raped and killed. Please grab man over gruesome murder allegedly involved in gang raping, killing nurse in Kumasi. World Bank warns Ghana, says it risks going epic over excessive borrowing. Ampa. almost say you moderate borrowing to high borrowing, moderate debt to high debt. And I say ye raha in months ye beko borrowing na he pekinamu. Hey, you can see a cool moon papa ko for catch I said never again. Wow. Yeah, Joshua why? Na come wasem. The Daily Statesman, Mahama finally caught. April 2012 letter confirms JDM personally negotiated deal. And then we are grateful, says IGP. Anyway, and krata abejaso ajo ebuaja ye krado eja kabna eja lagata so ye krado se ADM say eja loss of love ni eja my enemy o my krado nti on bebon krata se say ta enum nu ye bekwa akodi nkwada no ho nkomo no education is ne abusa wo mo say na ye mbayi se si ade pa na wo no mo GS a wo pede en wo mo hwehwe de en
wo mo pre kru
kwada iprio social media ya na said de en and I wuti mu say phone so esi wo mani but I thought say secondary school en fa phones nko
eno de say yemra ya hye dada de wo ken kan pepesi no a o se nipa bi ahase ka say samra na Ghana Education Service de aba no mo nsan ko mu biu e bi say nemre mu wiase be wiase akodue say wo hye say mo obi mfa mobile phone mo ne bra na wo ha no
wo ha no sese
wo ha no so abibia no adi adansa na say kire say education service for no so ye o madwen say o mbetu samra na gu anti say sie ya ye kasa ide eti amra sa wo de wo cell phone be kwa akosha wo nchen na so be ko school
na omo se ye ha omo no nkwada no omo ye research bia na assignment bia antumi anko yi ana ye ma kwan kra ma omo mfa nko ye no hwe ne ma eba
ni ye baby ye kwato so bia mfa nko na ya nya no kra say ye ma okwan se fa kwa na me mfa nko no na say won timi ka mobile phone no ade a wo de ye eno na misuro no akukoduro ne ne den a mofra ne de kasa no ya ehu
fere
mehwe ba ko bi na mewira ahopa ne se wo ba ba ni a
na asana mo beti asim no mo yenye ni se mo ni die mu a nkwada na asem o mo kana nkwada ekura nya akukoduro aka ye ne entumi ka enye ebo payo say ye do uncensored video bebre mo but ana nkwada ne ye no eno so ho komo ne ebedi anopai enti ejusomafo de na aba but etetete a enye ejusoma senior high school nkwada ne nko na eyesa vera some schools enti sa no school mpanimfo te say ejusomafo se nkwada ye di boardinization eno nkwampo ye ina afa na ne ye bebo anu so ntini akase ye ma ni nko school ana hey asem papa o wo de mum ye hwe video ni bi ne wi a busa other schools na aka ne se omo so omo ye den ana omo nte ya enye UTV is all about you abo ache wo mo
obedi Mr. obedi me no me angasa me di me hu so de shimu angasa me mini boy ba ku me fa wo a wura de me chwe yeah fa onya shio o ye de mo me ma no na angasa no kwasa no kra ma me kan me hu ka cho small fi de wo le obedi Mr. obedi me no me angasa me di me hu so de shimu angasa me mini boy ba ku me fa wo a wura de me chwe yeah fa onya shio o ye de mo me na angasa no kwasa no kra ma me kan me hu ka cho small pio ye kunenda pe ani namo ma no mo jimi pa ma bodam munni munyansa o tie mani du mana kwa kuma mana ya mo yesa no be shuwe ni so kami da be mana pa na ka we ne sa ko won ka be ujuma ka me o jimi papa be ma no o tie mani shiwe mani diwa mo fi de wo le obedi Mr. obedi me no me angasa me di me hu so de shimu angasa me mini boy ba ku me fa wo a wura de me chwe yeah fa onya shio o ye de mo me na angasa no kwasa no kra ma me kan me hu ka cho small fi de wo le obedi Mr. obedi me no me angasa me di me hu so de shimu angasa Me ni boy ba ku. Me fa wo a. Ai wura de me chwe. Yeah, fa onya shio. Oh yeah de. Me ma no mo. Me ma na kasa no kwasa no kra. Ma me kan shwo. Me hu. Ka small too. Pio, you couldn't pay any no more. Hey, Emmanuel, which me come up bottom. When you mean answer. What's your money? Oh, you man come. Hey, man, I am
13 February. Money mo girls be giant. Sake of Vows Day, oh, accident, and so
fire them.
Ningi na ye toma mo why.
Amen.
Ye toma mo why.
Gifts,
chocolates kakra mo be ma ye dinsi. Be giant 13.
And any cards. Uko visual students come from the 2 cities cry.
Sake of chocolates, 2 CD 50%. And here I bo be dia 15. And here mo be ma ye dia mo be giant 13. But me de ujamia. Oh, accident. Nkrodo, crossa. Everything go no bibia.
Shake on one.
Likey.
Success is all I chase. Yeah, I watch you. Minkase me faili, but just in case. Hena me catch you school year menti me anko. Cause school fees menti me sort. But who thinks the sense of this that continent bit to me saw. Cause kania sa problem. Hater man on them. I'm from the city where R2B's was named. Time show them.
Said the abo pusa isa na me so abo mi pusa. First school ni de no ne ate no. Eno ye Adwesuman Senior High School. Eno na eho krata ba sisi a school pa agya kwabena e de ye kasebo no. School no mpanimfo atwo krata se enkwada no ye yi wo no adi da bi enye yi die. Ya suspend wo mo afi boarding house so ye deboardinize wo simple. Ye deboardinize sa enkwada no Ruth Owusu omo nyina nso form 3. Ruth Owusu, Samira Ibrahim, Adufa Apia Vera, Patience Chumwa, Osebo Nsuwanita, Adakwa Victoria, Ena Jenin in Japan. Womo yedi boardinize wonum. Na second and third no, de no waka Vows Day de no. Wono prince sa kwada by one wo peye pa because mahwe we kra de afen na mehwe ba ku bi a waye dada. Eno de manu ntumi nka. Bo na mebo amama so atie. Enti hwehwe no nso. Enu ni yenhu school kro enti mu amunim school kro mo hye saa atare no prince yi mame school a mo hye saa uniform we say ye outing dress say ye regular uniform no we mumu aye ni yenhu school kro na ye mo GS for no mo nkom yenhu school kro third one na wo mo sa no aha we yachi de no no so watching jot no we de ye agrifo a we agri memorial Cape Coast we nso ni yenhu school on say we ne de oye
o say obema accident ni gonorrhea ni we no
I'm
say uniform kono say
aha won say we ne de wo say Vows Day no omo uniform ne say anyway say second and third video no enu yenhu school kro but yes sa de wo mo bu o mo pa no enu ye kwaji agri na enu wo he
Cape Coast
enu so Central Region eni empacho agi memorial for mo fanche me Priscilla Grant enye mo de na enye agi memorial we ye kwaji agri enti mo hwehwe sa kwaji agri we wo he fanye sa wo bi ti agri ni pe wo de be ma the well known agri enti mo me hwehwe sa kwaji agri no say e wo Central Region hefa and incidentally e wo Central Region we so Central Region enti no but sa chocolate ni abai wa no wo ba ku bi so wo honom
abayiwa
kro na openi ye pa eja wa hu
ema hu ano yi asoku mobi
enu na mi hu ya me mu shame no mi say what ajwa
we ba
yeah awo ye
na me bisa question bi
so ma me hwe wo mo asa bayiwa no a wo se ye ne obi na menka na koma no bi suni ma me if is a mo ya
baby awadre befono last month na ne ye can survive cancer risk cancer risk factors wo si mu ntem se hia na wo pray akọ akwada bayiwa wo je de
how well do you know your child? Obana won neti fie no te san kasa won nim ni yie pa.
Esa say
wo mo smart o.
Wo mo we say
very smart.
Wo mo lives be me enu ni me ensampa. Ai. O school a oyosonko. Obefi nso awesonko tie da wo nim na won neti fie no. Okwa bonti anya sa no.
Mo de mon kan sa letter na adwusomanfo de aba no de ye di body na de omo no. Yes kwaji adwe na no wa anomabo. Obo no ma.
Na ka me ka say viewers na nkasa be brain we de hwe messages no. Omo be because be in schools no. We say ya de wo boss yi the new publisher. The new publisher the work at okọ Katafeto so and 9 page 4 and one as asem no wo wasi adwusuman senior high school adwusuman for monwie wate monwie na mo de asem bi ekowu abekra mo asem we say ya nye de kan ni o sa adwusuman ho no no wasi adwusuman senior high school
na akwala bi ne ebi kwotwe mpena wo kromu a master bi ko kan ya wo nya asem
no Emma teacher for be nya asem no so ye nsense bebre emma be ka say teacher for ni sabio teacher for mrante ni bi ne mayo na gragobone and ho so asan ba biu no yeah we the publisher the Bokata the watch say school for mayo enso say yi o ma fi boarding house and say school no de yi wo ma di na mom school no mo damu no so mo da ho ne de and yes o ya so krom ya abraham be mo kwa be free ho ananti anaso afaka e de aba school fees ade o ma ye no gu school no animu ase wasi final year student no mo ye ensia na omo boni o ma ya na se kwadu ade aba omo ne se embra makwan se odi mobile phone be ba won chan wo school so omo di bia ba na nyafo no keke na omo de fra omo ma so omo sheto na asa ana so omo gari na asa sabi omo de ka adwaman sam ambusuo nsam a sabi opani grant me mie na no nka no eno no mo nyina aka bom eno mo chese ne oba ne be mada woni be mada ase na sesesi ka wakoma ene nsam a yentime fa ya no mo so eno na wo mo ka nti dia akosi ene say yesi wo mu ye fresh amayo no ene ye fresh wo mu awofo ene teacher fo nyina ka bom no mu nyina atenase omo bo no de kosi ya ne say ye nyo mu free boarding house no mu free efie emre school kwa pem say omo be tire wo mu so hwe awie we say ye the new publisher dia o de ba ye ya
Aja wafa publisher dia titim ye ne say tibam we pena aja so afa Ghanaian time no so aye papa
ayo ya kwa ba ko ne ba ko nti de mane menka ketwa we nwie na aja so emra the Bokata the new publisher de aba betu edwa wase na no efiada no anadwo akoda wanya afe ene efa eja atodem makoda no wase dwere be na kwani didi na emienu krata bia bonidi nko we si danoso na benjo so e wa asante mantam emu wacha se enya no nko omunya nkoda mienu akoda ba ko nso anya emfie na 4 years wono susu eja no ahyi ni bi ye omu mienu mamu no ahye dwere be ada ne nso ye acha se nkoda ne mienu maame ene bana bode ehu hia se echirechi mu wase asami si na no fiada na najo nwumre be no so 7 pm bremu ho na maame no na wapie na eja ne to dan ni mu a ehye ne ba ne mienu eku won moja
ayra ho sami na yemfa Ghanaian Times ento aso na ye ka sabe sade ankwada ye ne amane ye soja ni bia sese wono so ne ho akwadwam ne din Sergeant Eric Asarmante na Sergeant Asarmante o soja ni obemaka one ne baba wonye mfie du no mu nete na amane bo ne kire se owura ebra ne baba enye mfie nkunu no wone na da bepem bra ba enye mfie du no na abram de branch ko gina court Chief Inspector Kofi Atimbire na bo ko adu no wo kire se fi 2013 ana payini na ne ba enye mfie nkunu so wa ya se afuma minyima ono kofa breed eno no a obrohye oye ya no yi akoda ya se oyi ya se ma ne wiye no ono san yi ba ko no ka ho odne dai no one da ya na one ne da bia no abona no se wonim na se wo ka wo behu djuma bedibedi ka wono tum men ka nchoro bia na ba ya edin na papa na branch enim se ne ba ne benyem ni se betumi abentini se edu ba bi no one ne da wi a no wa ma ne press no wa nom se ne be ya onkonyi nsen na ade yi to aso a be ye ntumi ka wansamo a 2019 yi ndo ko ne na ba ho ndo ko na na ba no ko ka che no wo fa so wo fei tibia me namu ni o ene ye ko police station ye ko kire sa soja ni e friend Sergeant Eric Asarmante yɛde ko gyina court na yɛtoto na no bɔ nkuro tie nsɛm no nyinaa no otemuafo owura yere justice Rita Abrokwa Doko se do kwasɛm so we asefem sɛ ni wusɛm pa ɛnti sɛ ɔno ane ne baba na danti no court ahye so nkwada fiase mfia duo no 20 years so gyani no na mfia du so de sɛ wato ne ba no mona no ɛno nso ɛyɛ asaba kwa de abati dan mo no mfie na aka ne nyina bɔ munti no na sɛ 20 no ɛno bɛdi ɔkwada fiase mfie porɔporɔ aduonu ɛwɔ saa adapasam ya wadi ehu guasesem pa
agya na mame nso mu the publisher the workata the new publisher san e dia ba wo say sa coronavirus yare no aba no a ye say ye pe na ye dia to pra ye nyina ye ne abria na no kwa asori ye bo ho mpa ye ene the workata yi di ho asema ba betu dwa wo say guta eye adwadifuo kuo kase ye wo Ghana wo mo no mo kase guta pani ba kwase Ghana adwadifuo mo kwa China kwan so ye srem se nya de ehia pa se kwa China sign Satra baby do here na kwa pim se corona so ho anwan no ano be bras na ano ba fom wie de a na be kwa kofa ne ma kwa kofa e se China ho na ekum ni papa wo mo ani abre e na etoso mienu Wasi ebia na obi dia ye very urgent ehia se woko wanko ebia bibi kese bi se bi kra pa ebia sabi na ya pomode ho asem ene ya kwani mo ko ahwa ho yie na tutu ho yie no wankote yare ni bia ma fa bia ma mesa yen a yen so yete ye ba bie etu wey guta ene etu Ghana dwadifo for say Ghana fo akwa China kofa ne ma ba no mo droso se ebre ya corona aba ye ete ye kono nan obi anhwa no ho yie na sa wo san ne be ye dia san twentwa so kakra kwapensa yare no ano be brase
ajesa coronavirus aka ho asemu no wunim se asate no anadwo na nipa be ye ahankro ne aduasa 930 na coronavirus eku wo mo
be
aduro no na nipa anso anya bi no ebro 30 something thousand main China
we ye China
de no ama hodo so bebre ship bi a aye ship say Titanic ship na amafo tinemu ji o mani no na bako aye Thailand eno se say nipa bi omu omu nya bi enti ye po ship na nra na yesi omu pie bako ewo Japan de nipa di oson na sa coronavirus na bi enti tum se de yare ne si tre no
na no so mo si Korea no so agi bi abo no pa
China de Japan nya bi America nya bi Canada nya bi Germany nya bi just amaya kasa ni nyina nya bi tie ne bresem pa se yesi tre no just say bushfire ne bresem
over 26
countries amama kuma kwadu
na
nusia
uka guta semima ye musa maguta for say Nigeria for border no e wo seme wo Benin no afi wo ma bi se wo mo kan say busumi
o say date
kind no there to so aduasa ba ko aduonu say aduasa ba 31st and na 10 February wo ma bi
e artist wo mu me de matensi mi amini me me say bia no mo kita information a ye esoro
guta for ye busa ama mo ma do mo bia na wo mu me ya wo mu sesen na ye mpanifo nso sesen ana mo ba na wo mu tu wo ho ama mo eja ko
yo ye kwa Ghanaian Times mu a asamba ko apie ne se wura bi a wo se niam bi koso na nyi mutu okokot na court wo kwani nyina no Supreme Court no wo ko abrant ye friend Jonathan Home wo kire say na se na bebeto odwa say aban se wo be si National Cathedral na cathedral ye wonsase bebere woni kirafra wo kwan so asase da wo se data wo ko ye sugakope a asase da ho wo ko akoso mu asase da wo de woni kire nsa mu kwan so asase kekos asase bebere wo na so no ye kwakwese obebi a aban bonguru akese sisi na wura e kire se da bi si e kwadwiri bonguru nyina de aguo akwakokosi saa National Cathedral die emu awiram nti sankabe ya Supreme Court nhye se saa anamotuo no yemre nase na se Supreme Court bedi atum se wonyi ntum no ye di akire
yeah the workata the new publisher so e de aba wasi aban so for hwesi kasam so owura kenoforiata ono no workasa no wasi na no World Bank for hwe the insight on se ye bobesia no do na Ghana wasi ye bobesia se de ye oman ni besia na ye bone ye bode ye oman ni ye mane matimi aye ye mo besia no ma oman ni nsai wasi se Ghana se ampre ammo besia ni amfa toto ni ma yie ene ye bekoso akra ni ma bo man na ensoso no ye pese toto ni ma yie ma oman no mom etimi de ni ma kwankofo am so koton ni etimi enya sika eti besia ban ebo nyina no wo body akekere oman ye oman na timi agina ne nan so wo aya asem owura kenoforiata so afo acho oman Ghana sika sam so e na edi atodwa
Ghanaian Times katafa so du ba ko so no eye odonyafo doctors na to Lawrence na eka se wo kire se bambo betumi agina na ebehu behia se police fo ne timamufo ne kabom na ye de atomabo eho dia no na betumi aboa na wodi nsemu tudwa wo bra odi moto makomako be ye enson ekokoma police form na bato empesua so na Dr. Zenato Lawrence echiremu a wo che saba say na wudi sam ne koro no sam a ekoso no obehia say police for tumi nya na kade aban tumi nya ni nyina enti ankwankwa ne kwekwa wodon so betumi abo anu nti eno no so de kakra bi ekwakwabo ase na be ya bamba ho se betumi akoso yie e wo na bato empesua so
opinion no order LPG amanyoko na no meche Liberal Party of Ghana LPG political party Owura Kofi Akpalu one worker say was na no sa wiemhyan ya Ghana ban toye ebra na mampani Professor Tamil Sesabi na no otia konwa so na mampani Dada Mahama tia konwa so ye wansema bebebre no was sa government official one no ye ka ye hunu no one do be wa ye ni mu aka oton mampani Dada or JD ma ye no wase sa wo wai ni mu kankan na honto vi so bia mi say asa na yakan nya ye ne wa wo na sa be na wo ye pani oda committee ya mo na mo hye kwoto sa awemhye na no eti sa government official one na yakan kaka no so obi asura onu Akpalu de ko beka say mampani Dada John Dramani Mahama we aye the publisher the worker na de aba
na you say be a wo Ghanaian Times mu katafato so edunson and say nurse ni be a friend route ama eshen we ye adwuma ewo Sewia Health Center ewo bosontwe mansimu asantemantemu ewura ikwa adwuma wo kwa adwuma no apon be no mbi ensampa mu no so wo kofie afi na busuafo twen na wo nuru fie da wo nuru fie wo mahwehwe na wo mu hu no ena gya busuafo yi ebo okuna mane ye se ye wura yi wo yire mafie o ye nkonkwo hwehwe mu a be ye 100 meters ena owura da ho a te say ya to no mo na ye ne pasa de ye se kunu edina ka ho na asam na ya ho dwiri ya asefim amasese akasai no asante mantemu ene police fo a wo ho ene se wampotemu bosontwe mansini mu no omoni abrese krodom asese omoni abrese omposo mu hu nipa bonfo eteche na manebo no so kire se ya chi nipa ba ku bi esusu se sa wuru kasam ye koso yi no wo mu enim ho bi ntino ni din de omfa emaye din nipa bonni ni ya chi ni ye fa ne din emaye na se din ba ene de space obi ano and also the home about Ghanaian Times.
That story also the finder the worker and so the biaba ewo page 2. Now the on the watching was say Ewrano Ruth e share na ya kunu ya tono mo na asa kuna peso no. Ni kunu di owura kwadwa hen. Was ni kunu di o se ye bema so se ne de mesu. O se bema bon ani na di suo ta. Wo su no se oh ni po ku me yire de wa hame pa no che mo se na no ne yire kasa. Na ye ka che so wo kokuma se no wo kwa bank akwa isi ki waje so kwa bank ko isika ba sika no ama onu amu ama nto tese kwan so ena ya gi sika no fini nsam to no mo na sabia san ekunu ayaya edepe so na wa chese bosumi match na nkoma ware emfie du ba ko 11 years ya nkoma ba be di o anniversary ena rahosemi abitoi woni na wo emma miensa na ne kunu ne di no wadanse no no si oh me yiri dofo Ruth was Ruth na nka nya wie ya wo se fatanie eso ye ni papa na nipa nyina so penasem na wo bi o se nyame som onfa nyame som nya go pempai bo na ne yiri no on pene wasem wotre ba bi wodi mra so adenti no no ne de ade ya sei eye no chese na no a na yiri da bi okwadwa chakura nwumre no no abedu fie na no na asem si de no no pawa ba na dwena okro se me yiri de wonte sa wose afi na gya de sei krakrak kento free police station ya no akwa hospital ha munhu me yire yemfo obi ama sei wase woni na ma wo pare ye ne friend say krache ka ho brafie wase friend me say me brafie na me ye mo hyem na me say rade asem atome ampa wo du venture say ne asie no ehwo amane ne de bo no ene wo ka say aprosifo etimi achi nipa baako eyi ade na so wo bompai no wo srese aprosifo enkagyanum na nipa ko di sa abone asa nipa kro no ye ntom nyina asa na be ya atentrene ebetimi aye adwuma nti the find idea o de buy
mo boye papa na me so be fa Ghanaian the Ghanaian publisher na kratafa to so mienu ebeto dwa nansan se asoye hwe nketawode hunsam so kire se wo manga na ye tutu ne amane atutu ne ma ye ne fa internet na ye adwuma kwampa so a ene na internet no ye be boroko ye mpene emobia fa internet enye adwuma na no ena soafo be de kire wo hwe nkrato hunsam so de to de kire se sansem e ba abonte no nukura bi anim enya dia wo manga na ye si ebo anase ye adwene hu mpo se obi internet ye bebra se obi fa internet enya adwuma se de aman ahodo bi etumi esisi no wo manga na ye nanwene ho kra se bia bibia te sa no ebetumi akoso se ye kasa de niema bia ni ho a ekire se internet no nipa de ye adwuma kwa bonne so bebre se yetumi esigina ye se ebia ye beyi des ye bema amafo a ede internet ye adwuma no ye betumi eyide front wo mo ati sansam o yam hihye obo no ashe ne chese omo ka omo koma ento omo ye the publisher
they find that the worker tan so dia ba e worker ta fe to so enum page 5 and wo bo amane wo say man pani dada JJ Rollins Papa J and worker say na no Roma asora e wo ekpehe awa akra omo frɛ ne say papa ye di dwuma bi na bra okwa do say Ghana Christopher na me ne mo wasem mo bompa ye he baba mo bompa ye wi aya mo nya dwuma na mpa no kwantimi solve problem bia eti o say Christopher bompa ye wi a ye ni nokre na ye nya dwumaden ye matantini nya dwuma ye ma ye yiwo enye ye yiwo na nkobɔ mpa ye nwie na ametranse se wo padwuma na wo padwuma no a wote dem no adwuma beba wo nkyɛn wo dem ana wo se no eda nkyɛn a Christopher enyina ho ma no kuradie wonyina ho ma pepepe ye na sese no kura no beka me yakumpo kura wo gidie no eno no wafa to ho so eti ka no kura me yanku eti wo se Christopher futu anopai ma pani dada JJ Rollins Papa J wo se e bompa ye wi a eya ye nya adwuma emfa nka ho
I am say enya ne kan no
azare kan no
se bibia wo ne mre empai bobre wo ho ena adwuma ye bre so enti emfa adwuma ye bre empire bobre so enya adwuma na Ghana ha ye pesa woni obi wa adwuma mu kra time aso Christopher kan won kramofo ka ho time aso about 12 1 wo hia so obeye adwuma no wasore me ko bompaye me ko break me fast me ko yese china benada sikwan so na hwe ankrofo mbe ko mpaye bo manager ko kape manager obronsam nua no wo ye bronsam
ompempai
bo
na ya wo de no kwa na wo ka na empai bo bia nso so a eben krofo fie no krofo nwa musu na
ama mo na
wo mo sompai mu aso de mo be kwara nipa 14 omo speakers in microphone fence enfidie ni PS system no ya bia ma na tra area ho akọ the next 8 town eto omo nyina ate nso aso de mo nipa gina onu 20
ye de sa
na wo ne hwan no wo
ka be ka sa wo ye bronsam
ompempai na e bo no kwa ho hyehye
wo beifo
we de opani bi no ye bi
ye nyina ya kan no atum din ni ate
ye se yakasa ono ne fie nchen na wo mu da be suo na riba be se ya no so okay ono on ka hwe ono so ko han stero o ka han stero yi ena tama muso bani abira so for preach Sunday ena nyoma no ogbo no ahu ye abi wa ha ye
eno makasa bonsam ni yare pe no no
na muso bo mo mpa ne se mankasa na muso me dia me wa ha ba be hye so se so for ni preach no sa time na wo ye no ye to akasa wo no so enya kase bo hu sa nyansan ye to eye the bokrata wodo no so na mafa the Ghanaian Observer wo hwe krata na nimu a mapere da mahama ni foni e wa ha na enkrata na chi no lete bi wa na lete ni se no musa twa ne kitikiti ntini mafa me kiki ama aka me kenka lete ni mu nsam e de mam na mo no se the bokrata na aka no sa na me so me ba be ka no wo kire se sa
bibia papa bia anti wo de atwen me ba ma me ko di ko imra na ye ya kan ye de ni ye nkopa nim di fon so de emra owura Peter Anti ye executive director Emma Institute for Education Studies na ye nhwe nkwada yi asemi na ye nka se ye kan ni se school no na ha ye eni bi entraso anase ye se nei awofo ni adaje nti ebi ni me bad parenting debe parenting ni nyina ma me na kan so nya bapa wo a wo so ni mbatete na wo nya akwada boni bi wo a wo beye na yiram wo begu ani mu ase na enso enye wo fo ne fom so bi ajanti ma che
mejo so
ye da sia no pe mpombo ko de
ya me na dum pa cho so
mira nya me adome nso me ho ye me da ase anopa de ye ba ya yesu ku mu ahodo no senior high school senior ken yankiasi ya ni free akwada bi anko no nkofa knowledge no fa mesesa na brabo afa ebe wi ase no se social media no na atra so se mi hu ade nti mpese mu se wo nim de mu ne mu hwehwe mu ne mu dwumadi ahodo amu di wo schools mu because mu ye education studies institute se ede na ma enkwada no eye sa short videos no so profane ede ba beto abonten no mu rafi se omo maame no mo hwom papa mo hwe wo mo teacher for so kra bi hu
ameda say me say inyira awo say we are still extra na
mira ka ujina ye kakra ma ya wa homa na emu nna ho papa
pa what me nka
me te on ka so emu ye witiri
okay but
aha fedie ye pa
all right say na me kan ye nyina ye editun say we are still extra
Okay.
Na emre esesa no nanka e wo say kwan enso ye fa so ye ye niam no yitimi esesa. Nanso o hwe ye before ye man mu ase ya technology na aka aba ka wo say boa ye nanka yitimi di esesa niam na ye di tumpon e we abrabo mu ani ye man no no ama mufra no ensa kan no omo de ye niam enso enina ema niam papa enkoso enti society is changing and a lot of things are happening simply because the level of socialization, you know, those times, you know, abufrani near the child was seen as a responsibility of the community. It will be any abufrano. But once we seem to be developing, you know, abufrano, has been restricted to the parents, and then the parents are also not having enough time for their kids. So that time we were saying that now even socialization now starts from the schools. So many things that are happening now. No, Mufana piki was school, piki or internet technology, I make once and piki and exhibiting. It means that there's something that is really wrong with our development socialization process. As of mine, as our educational system, I'll say science and science review, and yes,
Yantina senior sheni sembium na wo kan so madwan kosi sa CSE a yes ba ya yeso mu ye yempe brebi me ne professor bi kasa no se mo si amusin kwada na enyenyem nkwada na engage in certain immoral acts when tina na yes yenche ade no holistically enti comprehensive sexuality education mu mini ya pam mu si adigege na eba it could have catered for all these things.
One, we have to admit that improper for any SHS student so will be used these kind of mobile gadgets at school. According to GS guidelines, you know, you can't use these things in your schools. Until the very moment Abufrano ever flouted that rule, I see it to me a question bisan say because most of these things are very expensive. Now, the very moment you be afraid the parents to come and sit in, and then we take the necessary measures. But then we are now in a society whereby people seem to fight the system. What I mean by fighting the system is when these things are being carried out, I mean the regulations are being enforced by the school authorities and other things. Now, you see a section of society and other group of people also trying to indicate, the kind of liberty that we have to give to the child should be extreme. You see, me and copy Nyama outside when I mentioned the issue of socialization. Our socialization process, you know, is different from the advanced economies and other advanced countries' socialization process. In this Sana, I said, there are certain things I me DCCYB and Utina Tamas SE Asemiba, Yen can say, Sanka Betimia, Yen emotions in Toncheng. Yen who said now the socialization of the child has moved from the family, from the home to the school. Because as early as 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, we are sending kids to school. In this person which have running near maybe in a Bemana direction, a Brabona, a Bemana near my say, now on thing over and home born your men who waiting me and who I send and sign and who near there. Then yes, I would have Frana right from the school. You incorporate those things in the curriculum. You teach the child the good and the bad, and you tell the child the reason why he or she is not supposed to do the bad and concentrate on the good. We have to use education purposely to streamline and to mold the behavior and character of our kids. But then if you raise these issues up, then you have other counter arguments and other things coming up because of our own emotional and other understanding of some of these issues. Now about blacklisting the intended purpose of some of these programs. So I agree with you. The education process should be well thought through. And when you bet me, you should assess the behavior of this inquiry. Now, and yes, idea. In the near future, very, very, very serious because these are supposed to be the future leaders. So if they are now able to film themselves and then put it on social media, it means that we are heading towards a very nasty generation.
Now, who can say education system, but enquire is almost in the school. And the first point of socialization, or for one who say,
the first point of socialization, the home. In Tabufrani Siane Casa, Usiane Nancy, any they will DBBI FFE. Now, so did only me yard and say, me do cry example, I was also 50 bear for, say, I'll be to do I hear near Messoye. Into who 50 bear for ya walk up, Mefas home from Fia. A bear said, would you have Frani because can I be Tabufrana movie? Most of us had a Mofranico school. The Mofranico school means that early age, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. The first point of socialization, the school, no, Kala be Nyama yebe chen school mo and nothing as a who are bufraki talk and say o catch and say say or say no madam said is this because almost your teachers want the almost education system needed to extent they believe everywhere that comes from the system, and that is why we need to start changing the case right from the school by getting the right curriculum and putting the right information into the curriculum so that we will mold the behavior and character of this case right from the school.
Auntie, are we not making teachers in Swejuma too burdensome? And see, then almost lose focus kakra because you are crudging from Mebu. Just because you so you are kopeka cry, be dear, the best kwada kro yanti. Then we are like, okay, and you be education. And see, yeah, say a fear for the first point of socialization, no, yeah, responsibility, no, yeah, check your no some teachers, no. And see, ebasa, omo be overburdened, and see, omo concentration, ebeko from ama, will still be seeing this.
No, but the system now me painting the teacher's duty is to mold to take the child through the school curriculum, the education system. Into be the best curriculum and the teacher in the bay. Any curriculum that teacher in me, or I give you a friend hidden curriculum. I'll any strategy and behavior. If the teacher and I go through the system, no, I say. Or no kasa ye training na so no kasa hwe ne ho ne nyam o ye nyira yi because kwala na peke nti no wo ho. I'm not saying the parents should neglect their duties. Parents, of course, should continue to support whatever they because they are children. But the point is, society has changed to a certain level where it makes it difficult for parents to carry their basic responsibility. Yes, I mean, but parents, should do the responsibility to the school. And of course, rightly so, no, that is how we are seeing in the system now. It is a Mufrani school 6 months, 1 year. The parent who is pushing his or her responsibility to the school, on my back, parents should also continue to do what they are supposed to do. But now we have gotten an opportunity to mold the child's behavior right from the start. And it's a curriculum, morality issues, pushy and curriculum, and pick it right from there. It's like the school, the parents and so and top you up with whatever they are supposed to do. But I have to make it clear that most of our parents now are neglecting their duties, and it is very, very serious.
That should be a better sound common say antisikana and tina unya scanning way now kwada say yeah. But let's look at how I'm kwada phones no ko school more because so crowd kasa no wo kai en sanction agencies to say GSM remuno and so mo the phones no ko school. Who gives them the phone? And how come Omutumu use it was school where ye who just say be a video say about bonting?
Oh, ya can't ask him way. Internet maybe you're gonna have last 2 years, since the last year. There was a serious debate about the usage of mobile phones, and people were saying they use it to learn and all those things. But we were strong and we said that no. The Ghanaian society has not reached the level which means I'm moderating the use of these gadgets in the schools.
Okay.
It is a bit to me, I am continue because yes, as at now, GSF banning the use of these things. But parents would continue to give, most parents give these gadgets to their wards because they want to communicate with them. How do we do this? The one person the structure is that you pick the housemaster or the housemistress number and then you always communicate. But don't say,
but Mr. Auntie, even a hono, when we were in school, there was no phone, but yet we stayed. Into teacher phone in said they can take care of the children. Say they used to provide phone booth and the land in Penabiwe Ghana MP. At the school, And see every Saturday, ubenya some few hours be upesa ofrefie say mumre me more gari more shito. Then you call them. And it's in a parents in a kakra no. Omo ejuma na ye diama teachers and then in a way omo kwa na best have blame me teachers say and omo jaye mana womo say.
And no one can where they make us me so be and count you. Parents, Emma teachers when a human yeting. Nine almost 10 around, I will blame teachers when they say almost remove Franny. Into you obey the structure, no? You obey the system, the rules and regulations. Now they have 2 secondary schools because recording a child recording herself or himself in such a manner, not the 2 social media. And you go say, "Ma wa ofo na nkasa." But now it's like fat obiaho. And you want to say, you see, maybe in CBC, not work teachers for SCZ mobile phones are students who went on rampage. It destroys school. It destroys school. It's because of when you want to enforce the kind of support that you need from society, you don't get it. Into saying your media, money, so your education, you're also pushing. There's no way we can allow students to use their mobile phones or mobile gadgets in their schools. Okay. If parents want to talk to them, you should go to the right channel. Enforce it. What afraid you know, your best sanction. Say they are sending them when because in Guatemala, man, and collect what other countries, near market, like I'm a Friday.
Asemo na mami musa o se corporal punishment aye ye fi ho no enu so betimi aka ho binti na wo mutima wo mu dead teachers and feel say oh at worst suspension ameko I'll get back to study na kan na nke nane wo mu na because I'm of the opinion say corporal punishment ni de na enka ye adwuma o etum the changes ba.
No, corporal punishment nephew, but there's a lay down rule. I'll bet me at Abufrano. I think that when you get to that one, the school authority should also enforce it. In this Abufrania Bonia, the rule says that you should report to the one in authority, and then whatever is you are supposed to do. If you want to cane the child, you are supposed to record, and then you can do that caning. Okay. See, I think that we can do that. I know, say it's difficult, and most teachers have complained over the years. You see, but the fear is also that when you take the cane to the classroom, and that is why some of these things, most people advocated for this. Although psychologists have established that you can't use the cane in the classroom. When you take the cane in the classroom, most cases timid, some of them get so scared and other things. And you're right, so with the cane, because classroom was what they tried and that's all the year.
But you know, some education is so I can say, teacher need be na sebi previous and I join you must say, akwadane nye shiana or shino. And Okitabana, it means it's fast one day for no. And when one is a to teacher a middleman, I say, Onya so dear, Unimoduma so bruni. You won't be afraid of the cane. Now, psychologists, when church a move, you know. I say, any of my dreams is so papa.
But the point is, the cane can always be in the staff common room. The child misbehave. You walk the child to the staff common room, report to the relevant authority, and then you can cane the student. I think
why should I go through this stress just to correct a child?
My friend in our class, no attitude, no system, no okay. Abandoned to me. Young school, you want about penny to me, Cassania, although when you're Bonipia,
someone near the Amobacasa. But yes, the kind of punishment, you know. To say in the case of Nsroma Senior High, no school authorities say a deboardinizing quadano, and to baby out to be a Fifi school, and no enough deterrent now. But one more crampo, you might take steps because you won't others are to say where I yan and yes, could you agree on one of my boy? Or mono yente she say ya sanction or more.
One, yes, you may say a trend across the schools.
Yeah.
Let me say, my rules, you know, that is what they are supposed to do. I think that we should move this a step further. One thing we don't have in our educational system is something that we always call the support system. Before we go through this, you know, you might not know his psychological stand. The upbringing, we need the challenges that we go through.
Okay.
In this system, especially, and I keep saying this on all my interviews, that especially our guidance and counseling unit, Ghana Education Service, Yeah, resource one. They are supposed to anchor way almost as soon as you see now could they step in? They now get in touch with these students and start to talk to them, interview them, listen to them. Because of their counseling skills, they'll be able to find out some of the things or the reason why yes and they can't wait because a national issue. Individual schools can continue to do their their individual punishment. But in Mofran because why because of Uncle Fia, the number for no be share if you create an until they can still do these nasty things and post wherever they want to post. But we have to make effort say take corrective measures. After demonizing them, the guidance and counseling unit in the Ghana Education Service in that district, in that region, in the country as a whole, Ghana Education Service, they should be up and doing, talking to these kids, listening to them, and helping them change their lifestyle. But if they don't say, Namufrawe, Ebeni, Abe, Adeswa, I'm on mine.
Ajanti, Yadasipa, I bet you Uncle Moiso Dachibi.
Medasmami.
Hora Peter Auntie, Executive Director, Emma Institute of Education Studies, and dear Enquada ye, just mind there were 2-1 among na one wakanon so yakwakodi ho enkomwe. Ora near Rabba Movi. And your mama back na mutamas.
Okay. And the mammy for the Herald, the Wakatano. Oh, share the work at the Herald anymore. I'll be full from Pop Watting Phony Ewaha. Jojo Frimpong Boatin, Susu say a year, Dr. Frimpong Boatin, the Babema, or the Sunphony Kahubi. A branch of friend of John Dio Furiata, Echo Usia says and Wabasam, and a fe Ura and Tribuesia could the English mind, Chamaun to me, one no Symphony Ewaha, and a fe John Boadu Symphony Ewaha. That the Atiani say. Saganam say, who some year can and excavators here, ya, and who some Pisu, ya, Pim, who will be a Yafa and Feno. One more say, see, I did crata. Owura obinfo kwabena Frimpong Boatin etwede koma wo no ono ne babema friend Jojo Frimpong no Boatin no ono ne nsam animu bi na wo hwe de obokrata ne katafa etoso enan a abrante nfoni ewo ha bebre a enya sabukuma akora ne nyina no wogina eye gala site eho na ogina na nfoni ewo no wo chese eye den na excavator hu semba ye de obinfo kwabena Frimpong Boatin ede hu kratasem ene anuye ekoma sia defo no wo ma ne ba ne din ama mu bie eno ya se bisa wo mu ebisa
ajo asofo de na sa asam kro yanso de bokrata the informer e de ne nseso kakra ba no de ya se na okase bia ba se fake no wasi wo matete se mampani na nado ne bu afu papa se ye no wane se na me na Professor Frimpong Boatin wo gu nani mu ase na wo me de wato committee ano se kwahwema galam se yenyan na yen CCS gaveters yen pharmacy wa no wa san facha me atonton no nyina wasi ntini ekeka kwade wa yi na di krampo awie etu ono ne dia wo ka no nso na no yen nyina ye hu bi se lete bia ba mo se sa ye fake enye nokre de biarada enti ni nyina ho asem e wa ha sei na sa asem kro yi anso so wasi consent small scale miners penny oda no ora Michael Kwadwo Pepra no ka say wasi sa interministerial committee on illegal mining ya Operation Vanguard defense minister ono ni team and afa galam stop soldiers Frimpong Boatin no crofo no omo nyina ka ona no wasi efiti afi 2018 besi afi 2019 golda na galam safe wona tuturu omo season nyina omo wiaye yankasa it won the gold asan wo ka nye excavators asan wo ka we the informer
my dear beda mo ase my simu wo mampon he ya na me nkwa mato aso akonsuta eti eja kwabela eja my enemy eja loss of love why dear pa
thank you very much
na loss of love no ni ona no so adwoa na poso hima medamo ase ye kwa pa afa ye dia pomode nkomo breme na ye bekasa dia fa etwere ana etwa ya de eho ene akabia nsa na afa ye de Ghana nkomo no abremu ti madaroma montwen ye basisia